Okay, the intention on 1.4, page 4, number 75 and 76 is it's just a matching problem. There's only supposed to be one solution for it. We're going to handle it that way, but we're also going to do exactly what we did here. I really feel strongly about what we did there. We need to be experts at. So it doesn't really matter which way we handle it. We choose only one of these A through F's could possibly represent this graph 76. And this graph must be built off of being a cubic. So y equals x cubed. We should know, I think, at this time that y equals x cubed looks like this. So we want to look at this graph and figure out how it's flipped, how it's shifted, and figure out which one of these it could be. And definitely worth doing, but I'm going to go through this just like we did on this, where we would say, oh, it's left 2, 1/4 is tall, upside down, down 2. So, order of operations away from x. We choose a value for x, we subtract 4 from the x. And I understand why people would initially think, hey, that's to the left 4. But if you're paying attention, this is the most common mistake people make. This is a 4-day delay. What normally happens on day 5 would not happen until day 9. That's 4 to the right. Or the MyVox is positive 4. So this is right 4, upside down, because now we're out of the cubed. So now we're multiplying by the height, upside down, and then we're adding 2 to the height, up 2. So this is, A cannot be the answer. We're to the right 4. Upside down's good, up 2's down, but we don't want the graph to be to the right 4. We want it to be the left maybe 4. But this is the answers I'm really looking for on here, and eventually we'll circle. If you just say, hey, I think the answer to this is C, and you circle C, and let's say C is the correct answer. I couldn't even tell you right now. I haven't looked ahead that far. You're not getting credit for this. I want to see right 4, upside down, up 2. I can even live without the final answer, but it's kind of nice provides us some closure. So 4-day head start. What normally happens on day 4 now happens on day 0, or day 6 now happens on day 2. That's 4 to the left. The MyVox is negative 4. So that's left 4. We're out of the base function, so we're now dealing with height. Height times negative 1, upside down, and height plus 2, up 2. Could it be that one? Left 4. Left 4, it's possible. Upside down. Yeah, it looks like it's upside down. Up 2. Oh, this is a possibility right here. But even if B is the answer and you circle B, I still want the rest of these done. So 2-day delay. What normally happens on day 5 now happens on day 7. Positive 2 is the MyVox. That is 2 to the right. Right 2. Height times negative is upside down. Up. Height plus 4 is up 4. Could it be that graph, or right 2? Nope, this graph is definitely not right 2 compared to that. Okay, a little bit sneaky here with this negative, because this graph is backwards and it has a shift, and we might think that the shift is 4. When you have two things going on pre-function, I highly recommend you do this. Negative x minus 4 equals 0. That's negative x equals positive 4. That's positive x equals negative 4. This is actually a shift to the left, and you may be thinking, well, wait a minute, this minus means it's a shift to the right. Well, what if we would rewrite this as, let's say, negative, factor a negative out of here, negative x plus 4, factor a negative out of these, and then cube that, plus 2. Then we would say it's left 4, backwards, up 2. Sneaky when you have two pre-functions. And this could be like, if this was like a 7, if I had 7x minus 4 cubed, that's not 4 to the right. You actually want to factor that 7 out of here. We'll deal with some issues like that, but a little dirty of them to kind of throw that one at you, and they do it again in problem F, so we need to be alert to that. So this is left 4. Negative 4 is actually the Mivox. Notice when I put negative 4 in here, I get the opposite of negative 4, 4, minus 4, 0. So it's left 4. This negative is still pre-function. It still has to be cubed. So that is backwards. And then we're adding to the height up 2. You'll see that same concept again in problem F. And it looks like they don't do that to you on problem 75, interestingly. All right. So could that be it? Left 4 is possible. Backwards is possible. Watch this. Left 4 is possible. Backwards, flip it backwards. That's possible. And up 2, oh, D might be a good solution too. All right. Let's see. Pre-function plus 4. That's a 4-day head start. What normally happens on day 7 now doesn't happen until day 11. That's 4 to the left. Or the Mivox is negative 4. We are left 4. Add 2 to the height. Up 2. And left 4 up 2 doesn't do it because we got to either have the graph be backwards to look like this or upside down to look like that. And F, here we go, take a look. I'm going to factor that pre-function multiplier out. Negative x minus 4 cubed plus 2. Oh, okay, I see. This seems like it would be 4 to the left, but because the graph is backwards, 4 to the left actually becomes 4 to the right. Sneaky, but easy to see if we factor out that negative 1 multiplier in here. So this is a 4-day delay. What normally happens on day 6 now happens on 10. So that is right 4. Still pre-function. What was to the right becomes to the left. So backwards and up. Whoops. Up 2. Let's see if that works for us. I'm going to fold my paper. Let's see what we have here. Right, oh, well, right off the bat, no chance. It's not to the right 4. So there we have it. Solutions B and D are actually the same graph, and they are represented pretty well by this. I mean, yeah, they can put tick marks in here, but I assume this is up 2. I assume this is left 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that. Okay, so just so it's clear, yes, circle the answers that match this graph, and notice that I said answers, there could be a couple, but I need to see, I am definitely more interested in seeing those. So again, a pretty quick page for you, probably less than the 8 minutes it took me to get through the explanation of it. If you're finding that you're having any struggle at all, by all means, let me know. Suggestions for you, I would probably take this and write it as negative x minus 2 squared plus 4. Maybe do the same kind of thing with F. Again, working order of operations. Right 2, upside down, up 4. Okay, let me know what I can help with.